Welcome, fellow disc golfers, and thanks for tuning in to the 2020 Las Vegas Challenge, produced by GK Pro. I'm Zackeriath Johnson, joined by my tour partner, Emerson Keith.
What's up, everybody? We got round 4, third card for y'all today. Some things are happening at this tournament. There's some people up at the top that you wouldn't typically see. So there's some guys playing good. We got Canute on the card. We have Brathwaite, Simon Lizotte, and myself,
Emer Daddy Keith. So today is the last round of the tournament. Conditions were perfect again. Couldn't ask for anything better. Mild to low winds. These guys are looking to make a move up the leaderboard, push into the top 5, top 4. So hole 1, 391 foot. I mean, you guys have seen this before in previous videos, but we'll talk about it again. We have OB on the right here. Sets up well for the long stretch righty sidearm, or you'll see the righty backhand around that lone pine there in the middle.
you really want to get a birdie on this hole to start your round, just to kick it off and put a little pep in your step.
Very gettable birdie. You'll see a lot of people within the circle or right at the edge of the circle, minimum.
We got Canute 2 days in a row on this third card.
Looks like he's going to try to go up with a fairway. Sawing it off a little bit there.
And you see a lot of people do that, just making sure they don't turn it over and go towards that sidewalk. Philo's putting out the hyzer here. It's a little low.
Yeah, he's probably want to, as long as he gets over that hill. Definitely a little longer than he's looking for. Like Emerson said, lower than anticipated.
I think Simon's going to put it high enough. He likes to throw those real
Dude, he's going to throw probably a
big
spike.
spike.
Look at that jersey he's wearing. I love it.
He threw that really high.
He's on the dance floor. Who's this guy?
Some chump.
The Texas Armadillo.
I like the sidearm play here.
Definitely. Sets up in that bowl nicely where the fade sticks the green. Oh, maybe turned it a little too much, huh?
A little too much,
Oh,
but
it's
it's
sweeping
coming
right back.
It's a defender.
Yeah, right there for the putt.
Just outside the circle. You'd like to be inside the circle, so me and Philo and Canute are
Sit down.
are not too happy with our drives.
Canute running. Oh! Sit.
We all thought this was in.
Wow.
About 4 feet outside the circle here.
Get it.
Oh, hits the cage.
No. Sit. Stop. Oh my gosh. That's exactly what mine did in the round.
That rolled so far.
Holy cow. Very unfortunate. Not even really left with a look back at it. It's so far
No,
away.
It's so far away and uphill.
Just
And
give a hope poke at it.
yeah,
Simon's going to start off with a birdie.
great birdie to start off your round.
Man, that green, I've seen that happen more than once. It actually happened to me in my round, but I've seen it happen to 2 other people before. All the greens out here have some kind of hill or something going on.
Philo got some weird reaction off the base to
Yeah.
have a little tester putt for his par.
Yeah, he did.
Terrible bogey to start off. Not what I was looking for.
Right. Leaves a sour taste, you know. You don't feel like you really deserve the bogey.
Yeah. Hole 2, 270 feet. The bushes that you're seeing right here are not there anymore. You want to throw something straight up the middle with a little bit of speed, hitting the ground right about where this shade is and sliding up to the basket. You can throw the forehand flex, the backhand hyzer, or there's even a big over-the-top hyzer play that some players will throw. Either way, you want to get inside the circle, because if you're short outside the circle, you're not going to really have a putt because of the low-hanging pine.
Looks like Simon's lining up the huge spike hyzer here.
Simon is lining up the huge spike hyzer.
He's looking to backdoor the pine out there. Looks like he got caught up in it, but still left with a putt.
Yeah. After he threw this, he said, I know I should just throw up the middle, but eventually I'll get through that pine.
Sometimes we're stubborn in our ways.
Knut's going with a rock here.
Nice little hyzer push skip. Oh,
It got a weird little anti-skip.
right.
Usually they're going to skip left.
Kind of filtered him back up the hill and took away his speed there.
So he's going to be a little short and have that low ceiling. Philo is also going rock.
I feel like this is a Philo type of hole. He's probably going to do that
He's just sliding it right up there.
9 out of 10 times.
I actually switched from, in practice I was throwing the sidearm. Come tournament time I was going this gatekeeper backhand.
So what's your thought on that drive? You're just trying to pick an angle, push it forward?
Yeah, I'm trying to pick an angle on the right side that's going to hyzer a little left and slide in between the hill and the shrub on the left side.
So you're not even looking at the basket?
No. Simon ended up in a great spot.
Banger.
after that
Simon's
hyzer.
stroke looking good there. Starting off 2 in a row. It's a good start there, Simon.
Feeling good getting the first 2 holes on this course.
Right. Get the ball rolling. Philo sticking that right side. Getting the bird. You have a nice drive there.
Yeah, I don't know if it hit that rock or just slid
I
up
don't know.
to that rock.
Either way. Great drive.
Thank you. That's exactly what I needed after taking the bogey off the first hole. It'll really get in your head taking
Yes.
a bogey on the first hole of the very last round.
Hole 3. Tricky little par 3 here, but it doesn't have to be. You can throw the righty backdoor hyzer or the righty flick, or the lefty can also throw a hyzer or flick. I mean, it's set up the hyzer both ways around this tree in the middle. You have OB cart path long, and you have the lake on the short left side. If you happen to go OB, I'm pretty sure you have to go to the drop zone, correct?
If you go be in the water.
In the water? Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird rules for drop zones out here. Like some OB on the hole is just drop zone, some OB is where it went out.
Your caddy book is the best.
I'm not a fan of it. I think every OB should be to somewhere or just play regular OB rules.
Simon showing the backdoor route here.
I think this was some type of gator
Yeah.
disc. Not exactly sure. It
ND5
had,
or something like that.
I don't know. It didn't have a stock stamp on it, so
Philo also lining up the backhand.
Philo's going Firebird.
Little skippy on the green, but just fine.
Yeah, it's right there.
As you can see, there's that one lone pine out there. It's the only thing on the green, really, to mess with your putt.
Yeah, that's a little bit bigger than it looks, and it's real easy to get behind it.
And it's low. Uh-oh, stretching. Sit down.
A little bit.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Good shot.
It's kind of behind that tree. Spoiler.
Newt going backhand.
A little low, but that'll work.
Great shot. Everybody just making the drives look easy. Yeah, it looks like you're left with an Annie bid here.
Yeah, so from the camera, it doesn't look like I have the tree in the way, but I definitely have the branches covering the basket a little bit. And I just missed that one. You can see I told myself I should have done the straddle. Good birdie by Philo. This one's pretty routine. You feel pretty bad when you miss it.
Right. I mean, Definitely at the top level these guys are playing at. Oh,
This
dirty.
one was nasty. That was dead center.
I felt like that deserved a stick for sure.
Yeah. That went through all the chains. Simon continuing his hot streak.
Yeah, Simon starting off with a turkey there, huh?
Yeah, great start from Simon. Hole 4, 357 feet. It plays farther because all your players are going to be throwing the big spike hyzer. We have a little bit of a right to left tailwind. So you just got to get it up in the air with enough power and it should just go right to the basket. But it's tough. It's harder than it seems.
Right. Hitting that angle on that hyzer is key. I mean, you got to get it to drop in right there. It's probably one of Simon's favorite shots.
Yeah.
Easy
He's
money.
just right there. He was like, a little short. I was like, Simon, you're right there. Philo's looking to do the same thing. He throws it a little lower. So he's not going to get that carry to the basket.
Got stuck down there by the low side of the circle. What do you have in your hand here?
I have a pretty beat-in Biofusion Defender. Still has some stability to it, though.
And you got that right to left wind, so you're letting it help you out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Getting it up nicely.
Yeah, out of my hand, I knew I didn't really have enough power, and that I was going to be around circle's edge.
Yeah, fell a little short, yeah. Still got you a look.
Knut putting a hyzer real tight to the tree.
Oh!
And that was
close.
In.
That was so close to an ace run there.
It
Great
was
shot.
It was an ace run.
Well, my bad. So close to an ace.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was close to an ace
Right,
run because
right.
it was an ace run.
Philo unhappy with that, thinking maybe it should have stuck. Just a little
don't
though.
know.
Hit the rim first.
Yeah. This is, like, I marked it, so then it put me inside the circle, so I'm right on circle's edge.
Banger. Nice putt there, buddy.
I was real happy with this one,
Right.
especially after
Look at
my
that.
start.
Look at that win, too. It was not easy.
We had a tailwind. I was a little worried about getting slammed.
And Simon, on fire, knocking down another birdie.
He's throwing confident. He was talking about what it would take to come back and get Sexton. He thinks that he needed to shoot 18. So that's what he's going for.
Very doable. I mean, this course, stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Very attackable.
Throw the shots. They're all there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you're hitting all your lines and all your angles, then this course becomes fairly easy as far as not getting any kind of luck, like off of trees or skips and all that. If you're throwing pure, you're going to end up with pure results.
Shout out to Innova Disc Golf, title sponsor of the Las Vegas Challenge. This is their 21st year backing the Las Vegas Challenge. So moving on to hole 5, 606-foot par 4. You'll see a lot of righty backhand straight down this tunnel that we're going down to a fade in front of this bunker. Or you'll see the righty forehand flex. It'll set you up to land about here, and you'll have to approach this green. You have the golf green is OB on the right, and then you'll see right over the backside of this hill that cart path, and that comes into play pretty quickly on that approach.
Yeah, really not much danger off the tee here as long as you hit your line. Like, there's no danger of really going OB or anything because the green is so far away and the bunker is so far away.
Simon throwing a nice drive right down the tunnel.
So he put a pretty good move on that, and he's still well short of the bunker.
Right.
He's going to have a routine little approach.
Yeah, if you get in the bunker, you threw one of the best drives ever.
Yes.
Emerson's going to line up this sidearm flex here. Draw it over a little too much.
Yeah, but I also barely threw it.
Yeah. Dang. We still have an up and down from there, though,
I didn't really understand how I got the carry over to the tree.
Right.
Because I did barely throw it. But I'm still left with a look to the basket.
Just a little bit longer of an approach.
I didn't really get punished for the bad shot.
Doing a nice clean backhand. That'll set him up just fine for that approach.
Nice little hyzer from there. Philo's got a destroyer in his hands.
Nice follow through.
And Philo's got something figured out in his form.
Yeah, he's like a robot, man. He hits a lot of lines pretty consistently.
And he's up there in age, and he's still putting the disc out there far enough to compete.
You're right. What do you got, a gatekeeper here?
Yeah, it's a really low ceiling and a tight hyzer, so...
You need some stretch out of it.
Yep.
Ski up. That's right up there, huh?
Yeah.
Nice shot, dude.
Yeah, it filtered in there real nice.
You got so excited over here, huh? Philo. Asking it to sit down. Uh-oh. Oop.
Yeah, and he was real mad at himself for this one.
I don't know why.
I think that
maybe he thought it went out of bounds?
He's so good at throwing those rocks.
Yeah.
That he probably felt like he should have been up there looking at it.
Simon sawing it off a little bit.
Yeah, he just didn't really throw that one forward.
It didn't look like he committed to his spot there.
But he's inside the circle.
Right.
Because of how far he threw it up there on his drive.
Like a canoe.
Yeah, I don't know how you throw it soft enough from there.
Easy.
It's almost a jump putt.
Simon's left with a scary putt here.
Yeah, not scary for Simon. He's loving it.
That's a great birdie.
5 for 5 for Simon.
Oh, no. Philo. Off the top. Definitely going to be a little frustrated about that.
Tough for that putt because you putt it so confident and you end up just hitting the band.
Right. Nice birdie there, buddy.
Good one after being in the tree over there.
For sure.
Tee.
Yeah, really good second shot. Earning it. Canute with a nice bird. Got a heck of a drive to get way up there. Philo just keeps looking at his hand. That maybe like stuck to his hand or something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We got hole 6, 222 feet. This hole is just right in front of you. You got to hit your angle. If you miss it by a little bit, the wind's going to pick it up and push it left to the OB for your right-hand backhand player. So it's really easy to end up about 25 feet to the left, maybe a little more, if you miss your angle. So we're all looking to put it really close on this one, just have no danger on the putt.
Simon throwing a...
See, and he missed the little turnover angle just a little bit, and he's like 20, 25, but...
Death putt looking right at the water.
Yeah, but his putt's feeling good. He's
right. I mean...
He's not hating that.
If you're having a good putting day, you're not worried about it.
I definitely missed my angle
Sawed it
here
off
real bad.
Just about 3-4 foot farther than Simon, maybe. What's this orange thing he's throwing? Do you know?
I don't know. I think it might be like a AVR X3.
Maybe. The way it threw that upshot on the last hole, it looked like it.
Philo just going standstill here.
I bet you Philo puts it within 15.
Oh, yeah.
It's his type of shot.
Oh, yeah. And he was worried about this going in the water.
Really? Well, if it hits the edge of that hill, it can kick up and roll.
This is a scary putt right here.
Running it? Oh!
Yeah.
Hey, drawing metal. That's what matters. Being confident.
But if you're going to run it from there,
yeah,
you might as well have it chain height when it gets to the basket. There's no sense in running it and hitting the cage and chancing a little roll.
Agree.
You might as well put it confident, and I put it about 80% confident. Yeah. Like Simon there. 100% confident that he was going to hit that putt.
Simon's on a mission.
And he hit it.
Simon's on a mission. 6 for 6 to start out with.
Yep.
He's in the hunt.
Good birdie there from Canute.
Right. Good putt.
Not what I was looking for.
Did we catch Philo's? Oh, here he is.
Yeah. He was just
Letting you
taking a while.
tap
He was
out.
taking a while to walk over there, so I just went ahead and tapped out.
Hey, there
Speed
you
of
go.
play.
Philo maybe
He must not be liking the way the disc is
Yeah.
coming out of his hands.
check in on the leaderboard. We have Nate and Garrett, 33, 32, haven't started yet. That's what Simon's hunting down,
And he's within 1 stroke, so
right?
if those guys have not a great start, then Simon's right there in it.
So hole 7, 432 foot par 4. As a lot of you guys heard, there's been an ace on this hole from Mr. Garrett Girthy. Pretty sick.
Go check out round 2 coverage if you want to see that.
Right. So you'll have the green short here, OB. The 2 bunkers on the right and left play as a hazard, and just over the hill is a cart path back there, which also plays OB. Very tricky landing zone. You have about 25 foot by maybe 35 foot square by the basket to land in. It's tough.
Yes.
You'll see a lot of big numbers because of those bunkers. I mean, even if you're putting at it, you have to worry about the bunker. Oh, and as you see, Simon getting collected in that right side bunker.
That's not a bad spot to be. He's
No.
still looking at birdie from there
Right.
inside the circle. Nope, putting out a good hyzer.
Canute with a stretch.
Flipping
Oh,
up, turning.
late turn on it. Right into the bunker.
And that one's tough because that's in the back side of the bunker.
And if he misses that putt, he's going right into the other bunker.
Oh, yeah.
Philo pointing at something there.
I'm not sure what he was pointing at.
Weird. He has a rock in his hand. He's just laying it up.
Yeah, but he let this one go with a lot of power and a
Oh.
lot of height.
Is that in the green?
That's on the green.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
He can get there. I'm surprised that
Yeah.
he didn't just go for it. I got that Biofusion Defender.
Pop.
Throwing a hyzer. A little low, a little right.
Oh, it's stretching out.
But it's hyzering back in. It's in. Oh, that's what happened.
Oh, no. Skipped and rolled in on you.
Yeah. So this is automatic drop zone. And this drop zone is not easy.
I mean, you're looking right back at those bunkers.
Yep.
Just a shorter shot, shorter version.
And I turned it over just a hair, and it's just gonna drift and slide into that bunker.
Dang. As
Pretty much a nightmare
right,
at this point.
As you can see, this whole plays so tough for that reason.
Philo with a pretty scary upshot, letting it slide on that green.
Right. Oh, Canute.
Good
John
run
Meadow.
there.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely trying to make this one
Right.
stop the bleeding. I just hit the cage again.
As you can see, it's a pretty uphill putt out of this bunker. I mean,
Definitely not easy.
right.
Simon putting for birdie.
All right, Simon.
Way to keep it going.
Keeping the ball rolling.
He's feeling good today.
7 on 7.
7 under on 7.
Right.
He didn't take a 7 on 7.
Well, yes.
Fun fact, I played hole 7. 7-6 for the 2 rounds
Ouchie.
that we played.
You know what
here.
hole got you?
Yep. Not great.
Look at you cleaning up the course.
Hole 8, 427 feet. This is one of the harder par 3s that we play on this course, just because it's a really tough distance, because a lot of players are going to be wanting to throw the sidearm, and that's going to leave them about circle's edge short for the average sidearm thrower. And then the backhand is also hard because it can easily flex out and go OB left. You can turn it too much, or you could just glide out long of the basket.
Yeah, and the wind that was coming on this one yesterday made it just a little bit tougher, a little bit of a headwind.
Yeah.
Makes it hard going down that hill to
Simon's going sidearm.
Let's make it work. Oh,
Oh, and he yanks it
no.
over. Catches the palm tree, and it's going to be OB.
Way OB.
Really early.
That's frustrating after that start.
This looks like a T-bird from Canute.
Starting it out way left, bending it right. Too low, huh?
Yeah, it just didn't. It was turning good. It just didn't. It got the nose down turn, and you don't want that on this hole. It's just going to nosedive into the ground. Philo going rock, which I thought was an interesting play.
It needs a lot of height.
Yes.
And in that headwind,
Yes.
yeah. Probably.
Going with that defender sidearm.
Nice. Good move on it. Boom.
Little outside the circle. I
Right.
had a little bit too high. If that would have been lower, I might have filtered inside the circle.
I saw a lot of sidearms landing there yesterday. Simon just going to chip it up.
And that was a long way for just to chip up a little putt.
Right. Little wrist flicker.
Yeah. Philo for his upshot. Just laying it up. Canute lining his putt up. He was giving that one a run for sure.
And once again, the green.
This one's a scary putt for me.
Slightly elevated.
I know I need to run it because I've lost some strokes early on. And I just got a little too excited and ran it way too hard.
Safe, though.
Safe. Yes. Yeah. Close enough to where I had to take a meter to get in.
Oh, no.
And I just left that one a little bit left.
Yeah, these greens, man, they're all elevated in one way, shape, or form. It's just tough.
Yeah, you have to think about the angle that your putter's going up and into the basket.
And then add a little bit of wind on top of that, and
oh, yeah, that flag's not moving, but there's definitely some wind.
Just makes it tricky.
Tapping out the bogey. Philo tapping out his par.
Do you think hole 8 averaged over or under par there, Emerson?
Over.
It did. Slightly over. 3.02.
This hole didn't average over par, though.
Hole 9. 601 foot, par 4. The key here is to get the drive through the tunnel out of the gap. Then you have plenty of space to fade out for a righty backhand, leaving you for the approach here. The danger on the approach is the bunker that's about 15 foot long right there. Pretty textbook hole for a lot of us guys out there. You're not doing anything crazy off the box. You're just hitting a nice smooth hyzer.
That one's a little bit grip locked into the right,
and there's the danger.
Gonna be in a tough spot there for birdie.
You see Philo just putting a nice one out there.
Yep.
Letting it dump out.
Just throwing it flat, letting it hyzer. So Simon up next. Just after his 4, he's going to try and crush this one. And he did. He crushed it.
Got some extra distance out of that one.
He was definitely trying to 2 this one.
Yeah, he's
got way up there. He didn't quite get the turn that he wanted. I got a lot of energy built up in me.
Look at that run of air.
After those 2 holes, so
right.
I'm trying to crush this one. I'm trying to get up there and have a long look at it. I started out on a good hyzer.
Look at it, turnover.
Yep.
Flexing.
Barely hit those trees on the right side.
He'll be left with a shot, though, there from there.
Yeah.
Little side
It's
arm.
a little low. If I would have had it higher, I might have got an extra 40, 50 feet and had a look.
Oh, he rolls it over.
It's out there in the middle, though. Nothing to be upset about. This is a scary shot. With the bunker right there. Like 7 feet from the pin.
Tough shot there. Sidearm from Philo?
Philo going sidearm with a fast disc.
I had a rubbed my eyes there for a second.
Yeah, fast disc, a lot of angle.
Oh,
and it checks up for him.
Yeah.
Very fortunate for that fast disc to check up right there.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
As you can see, I'm going harp into the green, so it doesn't want to move at all.
Right.
It just wants to
It's a
sit
slow
down.
play. Simon
putting it up.
Wow.
Looks good.
Oh
my goodness.
Great bid
He
there.
said that he was running this and it fell short and barely hit the pole. And I said, Simon, I thought you were running. And he goes, I hit metal.
Oh, no. And the wheels are just falling off here for Canute. Oh. Man, he's rattled.
Yeah.
Knocking in a triple bogey. That's rough.
Definitely not what he was looking for there.
Especially on this hole. I mean, it averaged a half a stroke under par.
Yep, definitely one you feel like you're losing a stroke when you take a par on it. So. Good birdie from Philo. Easy birdie from Simon.
All right, guys, and that'll wrap up our front nine. As you can tell, Simon was on fire. He had one bogey there late to kind of slow him down a little bit, but brought it right back with a birdie. We have Canute at 26 down, Philo at 30 down, Simon at -32, and Emmer Daddy Keith at -25. Shout out to Innova Disc Golf for being the title sponsor and GK Pro Productions for everything they do. And thanks for tuning in to the 2020 Las Vegas Challenge.
Make sure to come back and check out the back nine.